I look very young right now and very red. I feel like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people. I feel like faces are weird because you're supposed to get used to your face, you know what I mean? But I don't know, sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, I know I'm cuter than this. Why do I look like this right now? But I'm not wearing any makeup today because I rolled out of bed, I went to work to open, so I wasn't feeling it. So that's why I look like I'm 11 years old right now. But whatever, am I right, ladies? We're living our lives out here, securing the bag. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Honestly, I was just in a bad mental place sitting in this car for a little bit, but I'm trying to get out of that. So I was gonna film I'm 14 weeks now. My 14-week update slash maybe 13-week, because I don't remember if I recorded a 13-week update. I think I did. But this is like my 13/14-week update. Just trying to get myself out of this mental funk. Honestly, I've been cutting off a lot of people lately. And I don't even think all of it's justified, like all the people that I've cut off. Some of them definitely are. Others, dude, people keep calling me from 440 numbers, like my hometown. I don't know why. I don't know who the fuck these people are, but they won't stop calling me. Like, just leave me a voicemail. It's probably like spam, that's why. I don't know. I really hope it's not like, hello, this is you from the future. I need you right. Like, what if it's something like actually really urgent and I just keep ignoring it? Probably, like every other problem in my life. So I'm 14 weeks pregnant. On this crazy journey that is life, and I'm actually really excited. Like, I really feel like people are born to be certain things. I don't know career wise what I'm gonna be and like life wise, but I know I was born, whether or not it's my career, I was born to be a writer, and I was always meant to be a mother. I know I was born to be a mother, and that's the kind of confidence I need to carry within myself. Like, I just personally know that I connect well with children. If I could be half of the mom that my perfectionist ass, my weird ass perfectionist ass wants to be, like, if I can be half of that mom, I'm gonna be a good mom, because I want to do everything, anything and everything for my kid while still maintaining myself, which is hard, especially right now. Like, how the fuck could I even do that when I don't even have enough on my own? You know what I mean? It's really tough, but I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna make it happen. Like, that's the fucking attitude I'm gonna have. 2019, like, this is who I am now. This is who I am now. We good, you feel me? We good, everything's fine. That's one of my biggest goals in motherhood, and I know that's something I'm gonna talk about more in the future, but one of my biggest goals is just maintaining myself as well, and my sense of self, because motherhood is about to become a huge and at times overwhelming part of who I am. I'm sure overwhelming at times part of who I am, but it's never going to be all of who I am. And we really hate women, like, all over the world. We really tell women, like, when you have children, your life is over. And I already consider myself a mother, and I will continue to do so, you know, as my child grows and I get to meet them, and like all these things are happening, which is very exciting. But you know, I will never only be a mother. I will always, no matter what other identifiers you can apply to me, I will always be, first and foremost, a person. Like, before anything else, I am a person, apart from being a daughter, mother, child. I guess I already said that right with daughter. Anyways, I will always be a person first, and I will always have my own dreams and goals and hobbies and time to myself, and that doesn't make me a bad mom. Like, that doesn't make me a bad mom. That doesn't make me less of a mom. It just doesn't. And the problem is that we tell women that. Yeah, I'm about to have to block all these Ohio numbers because I don't understand why they keep calling me. But we really do tell women that, both in very subtle and very direct ways, that that's the reality when it's just not. And so I am excited. It's gonna be exhausting, but I do like to argue, so, you know, it's gonna be good to just be able to challenge people's views of what it means to be a mother. And I plan to do that with my life. I really do. I plan to find a way, to make a way for me to be able to keep traveling. And I hope eventually with my child as well, or, you know, when they're younger and also when they're older, like, I'm gonna keep traveling. I'm gonna find a way. Maybe not right away when I'm figuring out everything financially, but yeah, there's definitely gonna be a point where I'm still gonna travel. And I hope and pray my child's gonna love travel too, and that they're gonna come with me, and that, like, it's gonna be amazing. But even if they didn't, like, that's okay. They're gonna have their own interests, and I'm gonna support them, and I'm gonna be better able to support them in their interests and passions when I'm able to also embrace mine. because that's one of the biggest things too. My mom does not make time for herself, and let me tell you, being a martyr fucking affects you. It does. It impacts you a lot, very deeply in so many senses, and you're not able to be your best self when you're never taking care of yourself. And that's one of the reasons I feel like I've seen like the negatives of so many worlds that, excuse me, I just have to learn from it. In terms of my father, just seeing that money isn't everything, that it didn't bring him happiness, that it didn't bring him stability in terms of his, excuse me, mental health, or his relationship with his family, with my mother, in terms of learning that living the, mother or father, living the typical life you're supposed to live, and that sounds so like suburban and lame too, like, I'm not like my parents. My parents live in Ohio, I live in the moment. But honestly, like, I feel like I did learn so much from my parents already. They're not just parents, they're people as well. But also just learning like what it looks like when you hold on too tight to things that aren't yours, when you don't take care of yourself, when you have the wrong priorities. And yeah, I probably just sound like a brat kid judging their parents, I'm sure. Una gringa. But I really just, that's 100% how I feel. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but I've seen the way that their life has affected them, and not saying it's all bad either, because I really think the emotional trauma that they put us through doesn't compare to the trauma that poverty puts through entire families. And I do have to be grateful for my father, even though framing that is so weird. Like, I'm grateful for my father for getting his family, you know, making sure his family wasn't in poverty, because poverty is fucking complicated, and my dad had to sell his soul to the military in order to escape poverty in a lot of ways. So again, I honestly don't blame individuals for being in poverty, and I know everyone's gonna be like, leftist snowflake, but like, how can you even blame people for poverty in a world where so many of the wealthy just have wealth passed down to them, or like take over daddy's business, or learn from daddy's business and don't have to go to college, or go to college because, you know, my point is that it's complicated. But look at me getting into all these political shits, like, it's not time for that. I'm just gonna end this video by saying thank you for watching. I'm probably gonna get interrupted by another spam phone call, but thank you to YouTube for allowing me a platform where I can just process my thoughts and emotions during this very significant life event, in which I'm trying to figure out everything in like 6 months, which is not possible, but I'm really trying to. And just giving me the ability to express myself and feel okay when I don't feel like I can talk to anyone. I'm just grateful for this life. And that's the number one thing I'm gonna teach my kid too. I think just gratitude and what we can make out of this life. Whatever that may look like in the future. Probably during the apocalypse. But we gonna have fun, you know what I'm saying? We roast some marshmallows on fucking radioactive fires and shit. You know what I mean? That's one thing too. Because I feel like when your parents say certain stuff, do you think about, what if my child asked me this? Honestly, my child probably is not gonna be all like, you know, fake deep and philosophical like I was even as a child. So I'm probably gonna be like all prepared for these questions, and they're not even gonna ask them. But like, I asked both my parents why they had kids. My mom said because it's what you do, which is what you did. So I just, you know, just kind of happened. And my dad was like, to continue the human race. Like, what? Is he okay? Like, is he a robot? I think he might be a robot. But I always thought about that, because my mom actually even brought it up to me, surprisingly. She said, like, what are you gonna tell your kid when they ask you why you had them? And I honestly told her, like, I would tell them that I had them because I believe that life is worth it. I'm gonna tell them that I believe that life is worth it. That's why I had them. That no matter what fucking fucked up shit I've been through, whether it's with sexual trauma or emotional abuse, or struggles with self-harm, struggles with myself, of trying to feel like I'm worth anything, like, no matter what shit I've been through, in terms of not understanding why I'm here, or wanting it to be over, I'm always able, and I hope and pray they will always be able to as well, pull myself out of it enough to see, like, look around me and see what I have, and see all that's beautiful. And And then that's what my belief in life is really rooted in, that there is more good than evil, that this is worth it, that everything, and I guess in a Christian perspective, that belief that everything will be redeemed someday, in ways that I can't necessarily understand now, but that there is a purpose to all of this, and that life is good. No matter how hard life gets, life is good. And that's what I need to remember when it gets hard and when I get frustrated as well. And that's what I'm gonna tell my kid. I would never tell them some dumb shit. I am gonna joke with them sometimes though. I have one friend who was an accident, and whenever her and her mom fight and her mom's like, why didn't you clean your room? She's like, why didn't you wear a condom? You can't get better than that. And then they laugh about it and move on. Like, what? Jeez, dude. That's my goal. That is my goal. Not really. Maybe that's a weird goal. I think it is my goal though. I think it is, and that's okay. So anyways, the homie is 14 weeks. They're about like lemon size now, I believe. I'm still not really showing, and I still don't even really feel that pregnant a lot of the times, other than like certain, like some minor physical symptoms. But I'm living, man. I'm just living. I've been here a long ass motherfucking time. But yeah, like I don't even have a bump. Weird looking at. Okay, girl. Natural. Okay, serve those looks. Okay, girl, I see you. Oh, but from here you can see my work logo, so I'm gonna have to crop that shit out.